Hello, this is the Blog Man Show, and today we're going to talk about relationships and what it means to keep one together. Everyone has their own idea of what it means to keep their relationship together. Um, Generally speaking, it's very important to know what that really means. Um, for me, to me, I feel that if you love someone, if you really do, and as long as you love somebody, you love them every day. You cherish them. You honor them through anything and everything. True love is very much like that. And then there's, I think, being with someone due to attraction. You can be attracted to somebody and be in a relationship with them solely based on the fact that you're really attracted to them. Whether it be a certain specific something on their bodies, maybe it's they like to joke a lot, and it so happens that humor is the thing that really gets that person. But but we're talking about a really deep and really immersing kind of love. Um, Being there for that person every single day, holding them like a gem, holding them close to you. Your hearts are as one. You work together. You are a unit. But what do you have if you don't have that? You have fighting a lot of anyway, a lot of arguments, um, ultimately leading to breakups, and that happens quite often. It might start out with a little bit of fighting and arguing, and then again, it might just start and end up with it might just start and end with a breakup. But who in their right mind, if they really love somebody, would they want to break up with somebody that they know they really love? Of course, unless the other person, the other side, the other half doesn't feel that same way. Maybe maybe they weren't ready, or they thought they were ready. Maybe it has something to do with that. And here's the point that I'm trying to get to. You have to have two to make a thing go right. So if two people love each other, they stick together through thick and thin, through all the ups, through all the downs of everything. Life doesn't have to be all that complicated. It really doesn't. A lot of us, a lot of times, when we are having, when we're experiencing really bad and uncomfortable ordeals, it's usually because we we did something either to bring it on, or we allowed other people to bring happiness to our plate, and then we're just kind of eating that, feasting on that negative energy. Love is special. Love is supposed to be special if it's love. If the love is really in motion between a man and a woman, then we're not going to talk about homosexuality, okay? We are talking about the love, the special love between a man and a woman, where it goes, where it's going, how it could be going, and is it in fact love, or is it fatal attraction? Oftenly, more times than not, fatal attraction ends up in split ups, breakups, period. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no sugarcoating this. Relationships relationships are special. So if they really mean something to you, I mean, if you really love the person you're with, stick it out with them. But if it's not meant to be, well, then there's that too that you got to look at. And it may not necessarily be the other person's fault at all, or even yours. It just means, excuse me, It just means that basically the thing's not working. Okay. And I don't really think that in those situations should anybody be too hard on themselves about it. Let's take a moment here, okay? And let's really think about what love is really all about. Well, you have faithfulness. Um, I believe that in every relationship, I believe that there should be honesty. I believe that there should be faithfulness. There should really be no lying in a relationship. If you gotta lie once, then you're gonna feel the need to lie more than once, especially if you feel like you're getting away with it. But we are not really getting away with lying. Trust you me. We definitely would never get away with lying to God, because God doesn't have to find out. God already knows. He knows what we do. He knows what we're going to do before we actually do it, because he knows how our mind thinks. He knows how our body works. He knows how we operate. Okay? He made us. He created us. He made Adam and Eve. Okay? He knows exactly who we are. He knew who we were going to be. He shaped us before we even were conceived from our mother. Excuse me. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so sorry, but I got a really bad head cold. It's pretty bad. It's been some really hard times breathing, and I know I'm smoking still, and I really shouldn't be smoking. It's really foolish. Anyways, relationships are special. It's like getting up, going to work, making that paycheck to pay your bills. Well, it's almost the same thing, only it's a relationship. You know, waking up every morning, telling the person that you're with that you love them, good morning, and going about your day, doing all the different things that you would, you might have a routine, and you may not, but you could sit down with the other half, and you both together can set a routine. And even if you don't set or have any set routine, you both will probably end up having one, and then just falling into place with it, like singing a melody, playing a flute or playing a set of drums and keeping up the rhythm. It's just like that in a relationship. You got to keep the music alive in the relationship. You got to keep everything balanced and strong. And that's not easy. Now, a lot of people would agree that it's the man's job to be strong and keep everything together. I don't agree with that. Not entirely. I believe that we, as people, are responsible for a lot of different things, keeping ourselves together, keeping ourselves strong. I believe that we, along with our other half, it could be that we're married and, it's our spouse. We got to work with our other half. And our other half, of course, has to be willing to work with us too. And I believe that a woman should be just as strong as a guy should be. I mean, anyways. But, we're going to get a lot more into this kind of stuff in the very next video. I just wanted to touch bases on some of this stuff so you guys can understand that, hey, love is important. And again, if you love the person you're with, stick it out, make it last, do what it takes to make it last. And you may not even know what that is, at least not right away. But it's like going to school and getting educated. You're going to learn. And we will always learn until the day we're gone. We will learn. For the time that we're on this earth, we will learn something new each and every single day. Every hour, something's coming up. We're learning something. It's like a sponge. You put a sponge underneath the water, it absorbs the water. And what happens? Well, the sponge becomes heavy, obviously, because it can only consume so much water. Same thing with the human brain. We can only consume so much information at one time. And then we have to rest on it and meditate on it from what we just learned. Anyway, that's about it for this video. I've got a few things I need to do. I really hope you enjoyed this video. There will be a lot more just like this, and about a lot of other things too. So maybe you can comment on this video, and maybe even give me some ideas to what you would love for me to talk about, what you would love to hear about. Maybe you need some guidance, some advice through some things in life. We can talk about them. So please don't forget to comment on this. If you don't want to, that's fine too. But I would really like it if you would comment. If you please subscribe down below, and please hit like. Thank you so much, and I will talk to you later. Vlogman out here.